Flappers, get up for Jesus. I mean your host, one or the other. I'm 40, I'm single, so as you might expect, I have some strong opinions about superhero movies. Deadpool's the best. Anybody argue about that, I'll fight you. I wasn't going to talk about being a former cage fighter, but there's a former boxer up here, and I figured how many times are there two professional fighters on a Thursday night at Flappers comedy show? I was a terrible cage fighter. I want to be upfront with you guys. I had a record of 1-13. Because I'm not ashamed to admit it. I don't know what the boxer's record was, but my record was 1-13. And I kept showing up every month because you get randomly assigned fights. You just show up to someplace in San Pedro called Dancing Waters Club, because this is back in 2000 when shit was real. And you just randomly get assigned to some guy, and you didn't know. I was hanging out with this dude and his wife, and we were just hanging out, having a beer, and then it's like, oh, we gotta fight each other. Oh, shit. He's like, don't worry, my wife will watch your stuff. Anyway, we fought, and anyway, I had a record of 1-13, and it was bad, but these two 8-year-old kids came up to me one time, and they're like, you're our favorite fighter. And I was like, I got this big, warm feeling in my eyes. I was like, it's wonderful. Even though I get my ass kicked every month, these kids appreciate that I keep showing up. And I thought, well, maybe they don't. Maybe they're just a little sadist, and they're like, we love getting you, seeing you get the shit kicked out of you every fucking month. Maybe they're just little assholes. And I don't know. That could be. I'm a lawyer, which is a great career to be in back in 2007. Now I make about as much money as a really competent fast food employee. I mean, not just any fast food employee. I'm talking about the guy who's on track to make manager in a year or two. You know. But I didn't get into it for the money. I got in it for passion. I got $100,000 in student loans because of passion. And my passion is, I really want to keep criminals out of jail. That's what keeps me awake at night. I'm like, you know, if I can just keep one more murderer on the streets, I'll feel my life was well lived. It'll just all be worth the while. But I'm dark. So when I was in college, I studied philosophy, and I wanted to just study philosophy. I wanted to make up my own philosophy. So I thought real hard. I came up with a philosophy called nihilistic minimalism. That's the belief there's nothing and very little of it. Just let that sink in for a bit. So I've been single for about 3.5 years, and you know, but I'm 40 now, and my perspective has changed. I don't think that is a slump so much as a really long refractory period. Tonight's gonna be an education for you guys. I cannot see nothing up here. I know there's some girl Edna up there, but I can't see her. Having fun. So I think being hot, if you're a girl, and probably a guy too, but I don't have that much experience on that side, it's like a superpower. Because when I'm around a hot girl, it's like I'm drunk, you know? I mean, I'm smiling, you know, I stumble over my words, right? I can't think straight, and stupid shit sounds like a really good idea. What, you want me to paint your house? Okay. What? Oh, you need a ride to the airport because your boyfriend's too tired from all the sex you had? Sure, okay. I mean, that shit's weird. It's not even that we think we're gonna, as a guy, you're a pretty girl, we know you're not gonna have sex with us, but we still agree to this stupid shit because it just feels good being around you. That's a power. You make people drunk, all right? And that's like, you know, I mean, I can't do that. I mean, I assume hot guys have the same effect on hot girls. You're like, yeah, he hits me, but he's cute. That means he loves me, you know? It's true. I've had girls leave me for guys who hit them. I mean, not that I did, but I'm ugly. I understand it, you know? If some girl was super hot, I'd let her put out cigarettes on my body. I'd be okay with that. I'd even have a fetish for it in a month or two. I mean, fuck. You gotta have priorities. I like that guy's laugh. I can't see you, but I'm a fan. So sometimes I take topic from the audience because it has like the spirit and spontaneity of improv, but it means I don't have to deal with people who do improv because they're like the worst people. I mean, even worse than ordinary people. So you don't have a topic they want me to riff on for a bit? Anybody? That's okay. I can wait. I got time. Nothing? That's all right.
Bernadine Dorn.
What's that?
Bernadine Dorn.
Bernadine Dorn? Well, who is that, sir? I don't know who that is.
She's a Democratic senator.
Democratic senator? Well, I've heard of those. All right. Because, I mean, being a Democrat is great. I mean, not as good as being a Republican, but it's great. Because, I mean, Republicans are like, I mean, because let's face it, you know, billionaires run the world, right? and they got money to spend, and there's nothing like buying tax breaks. So they go, you know what? We're gonna fund candidates on both sides because you never know who might win. American people are crazy, and they fund really strong right-wing candidates, and they fund really weak leftist candidates. So it's like we might get a Democrat, like at least they'll be ineffective, and that'll be okay. Hedge their bets that way. So I've only got about 30 seconds. So when I'm not doing philosophy and not doing law, I write. I've got a scathing political book called Donald Trump Necromancer. I also wrote a book of poetry that applies Buddhist philosophy to modern life called The Zen of Shallowness, all written as Amanda Lash, because I thought no one would buy poetry written by a guy, which is true, but it turns out no one buys poetry written by a girl named Amanda Lash either. So, can't get... And on Twitter, I'm at Love is Cthulhu. All right, bye.